Okay, you all. So, I wanted to get on here and just talk about the horrific event that happened with this young lady and her mom. It's a domestic violence news story. So I kind of wanted to give my opinion about it. So let's get into it. So with the young lady, and I'll try to put clips in, but I'm new to this YouTube thing, so y'all bear with me. But the young lady wanted to leave the guy. I'm not sure how old he was. I'll try to get the dates. Maybe I'll do a part two. Try to get the dates of everything, his birthday, her date, and the day it happened. But this is a new story. So he ended up killing her. She wanted to leave him. She realized that he was not just on her level. Basically, she was making footprints in this world, and which means she was going somewhere, and he necessarily was not. She decided that she wanted to leave him. He ended up blocking off the car of her mom, or her mom was in the car, her brother, and her. He blocked off the car as they were leaving. He then got out with a gun. He took her out the car. The mom tried to save her child by jumping in front of the gun. He ended up shooting the mom, and unfortunately for her and the daughter, because even though she tried to protect her baby, he ended up shooting her as well. The brother ended up getting wounded. He's able to tell the story now, right? So from what I do know about the guy, he is facing bond. He is facing time with no bond. From the looks of the video that I saw, he had no remorse, okay? And let me tell you, I'm not surprised that he does not have remorse. Before he killed this young lady, okay, and her mother, and shot the brother, he already had the intent of harming her. Straight up. So I don't expect a coward like that to have any type of remorse. The way he did it was all planned out. Now, he was waiting there for them to leave, which that takes time. Okay? He already had the gun on him. So I want no one to have any remorse for this guy. He knew exactly what he was doing. Unfortunately for her, she lost her life to a coward, to a weirdo, because this is what I call a weirdo, someone who's so codependent on someone, knowing that they cannot benefit them in any type of manner, knowing that you see this young lady has goals for herself. You could upgrade yourself by also going and doing something with yourself, because when you're in a relationship, and let me say this, a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, is just a bootleg way of saying it's just a bootleg marriage, okay? In a marriage, because see, we take the boyfriend and girlfriend title very lightly as to what is expected when you're in a relationship. It's a bootleg marriage. So in a marriage, picture if it was a actual, you did it the right way type of marriage, and you knew, I am getting married, this is the intent to be with you forever, right? You don't get married to a bum, okay? And I hope no one gets offended. My definition of bum, I'm going to give it to you right now. Everyone has the ability to go and do what they need to do for themselves. We don't come into this world equipped with everything that we have learned now, right? This young lady went to become, I forgot what she was, she was a, and I don't want to be wrong, but I want to say she was going to be a surgeon, okay? She had a post about her score that she had scored. If he is seeing this woman as someone that he wants to be with forever, he means her all the good, right? Yeah. Best interest all the way. If it's anything that you are lacking, you are able to go and fix that, okay? But if you do not want to fix it, if you have no dreams, no hopes, no aspirations, you don't see anything wrong with you being childish, because she said she left him because he just was not on her level, okay? If you don't see anything wrong with being childish, not having this and not having that, and not having any type of goals that you want to reach, knowing that you are planning to be with this woman forever, then you are a bum. He could have left her alone, right? She decided that she wanted to leave. The same way she came, she could have left. But it's when you're messing with these guys, these weirdos that are codependent, these weirdos that are willing to take your life because you don't want to be with them anymore. That's when you feel, you feel me on this? That's when it's no longer free will. In their head, if you don't want to be, she was messing with a dude that had the mentality, if I can't be with you, nobody can be with you. She was messing with a dude that had a mentality is, if you don't want to be with me, then I'd rather kill you. See, in his mind, his mental wasn't right. And she was really, by leaving him, trying to dodge a bullet, because that guy didn't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to kill her. If you are not a killer, if you don't have that in you, then you will not go to that result. It's many of us that have been in a relationship. We didn't want to be with the person no more, and we left them alone, and they're still here living, breathing on this earth today. It's many of us that have done that. We didn't have buku relationships, and they still breathing today. See, that guy was a danger from the beginning, mentally. And I want to talk about it, because how can we stop? Unfortunately for her and her family, this happened to her, right? But I always say that these type of situations we can always take it as a lesson. No, we don't want to, because you never know who's going to be the next story, right? And I've been hearing about these stories so much. Guy kills his woman. Guy buries his woman. Guy shoots the woman and the child. It's just becoming, these guys are mentally not there. Their mind is not there, right? And I've even heard stories about women who done chopped up their boyfriends and killed the boyfriend's girlfriend and killed the boyfriend as well, or then harmed the boyfriend's child that she was playing stepmom to. So it's not just the guys. In general, all these weirdos, I check them off in one box, okay? It's sad that these women and men have to lose their life, but we have to take this as a lesson. We got to see what can we do to prevent this? Because I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I feel. A lot of us don't know how to, we barely know ourselves, and then we're trying to get to know other people, right? We don't understand that you have to prove a friend. My son is doing all kind of stuff in the background. This is Can We Talk Real Talk. So like I said, disclaimer, you might hear noise. It might be kids running. It was kids playing out there earlier. Disclaimer. But sit down, pop in. Let me have my time, okay? So we don't know how to prove people. In the Bible, it says that you have to prove a friend. That takes time. You don't know somebody within a year. I don't care if you say so. You don't know them within a year. This young lady could have, and I'm not blaming her at all, this young lady could have, if she knew to prove a friend, she would have known that he was childish and just had nothing to benefit her, nothing to give her in the proving stages, before she had sex with him, before she committed time with him, before they ever decided to live together, before they called themselves boyfriend and girlfriend and said they was in a relationship. She would have known he has nothing to, I see things about him that just necessarily is not going to fit in my life. Because we have that choice. You don't have to be with everybody and anybody that wants to be with you. You don't have to give your number out to everybody and anybody that wants to give to you. We were not taught to prove a friend. Before he can be a good man to me, he has to be my friend. And a lot of these young ladies are not, they're not knowing that. I didn't know that. I had to learn that just by going through life, wanting to know, not okay with everybody being in my face, taking time for myself, reading the Bible. I had to learn those things. So everybody, I have a call coming through, but I'm not going to answer it. Don't call me right now. We have to learn those things. Prove a friend. That can take years. That takes asking questions. That takes rolling out the resume. If anybody, male or female, gets mad because you're asking them questions about themselves, asking them questions about their past, going and asking their friends and family and all that stuff, and a lot of us women don't like to do this, but we don't want to hear from the exes, right? But the exes, the ones who they have dealt with, can tell us a lot about them as well. Because you thinking you're getting such a good guy, and really he's a cheater, he's a liar, and all these other characteristics, right? Same thing for the dudes. You thinking you're getting a good girl, then all these things come out, right? And I'm not talking about over 3 months. I mean, over years and years, like how he used to be years and years ago. I'm talking about this was a recent breakup that he had, and he did this and that to that woman, and now you done got with him, and you thinking that he's not gonna do the same, or you thinking that he's not this person. The person who have been with him know longer than you, know more than what you know because they've been with you longer. Okay, but you got to know when to just you got to discern spirits. Not everybody's going to come in your best interest and tell you things, but it's okay to ask them questions. Okay, that's the whole point. Anybody that does not appreciate you asking them questions does not appreciate you getting to know them. They're probably trying to insert themselves in your life because they figure once you get with them, once you spend time with them, once you have sex with them, have children with them, excuse me, baby, have children with them, then you're invested. So all the bad qualities that they have, by now, you don't want to let them go because you feel like this is mine and I am his, right? But he's not beneficial to you. He has anger problems. He's this and he's that and so on and so on. But you don't want to let him go because you didn't invest that time. So we got to teach our young ladies for real, that, hey, get to know this person. It's okay with them being a friend before they so-called be your boyfriend or girlfriend. And if it's things that you don't like about them, if it's just things that and they have no problem with it and they don't want to fix it, then they cannot be with you as far as a relationship. That's a commitment. We're not talking about for a short time. We're talking about for a long time, right? But to that person who don't have your best interest in heart and is just trying to get their self in, all those things don't matter. Getting to know you don't matter. But we have to take time and get to know these people that we are letting in our lives. It is costing us our lives. It is costing us our lives. Every day that we go out here and you are making yourself available to everybody that's trying to attach themselves to you, you are in danger of running into a weirdo. And let me say this is my humble opinion. There are a lot of weirdos out here, more than what you think. There are a lot of guys with anger issues. From whatever caused them to have those issues, they got them. There's a lot of sex predators, abusers, guys with anger problems, killers, all kinds of things. Guys walking around just a walking STD, waiting to give it to you. There's a lot of people that have issues, and if you don't get to know them, you're going to find out later that you don't like those issues. By then, hopefully, you can make it out alive, right? With a little bumps and bruises because come on now. Ain't no healthy relationship has ever left somebody without the bad memories, right? But at least you alive. But we have to get to know these guys. We have to tell these young ladies, look, it is okay, slow down. If he's rushing you, he's not right for you, because if he's telling you that this is a lifetime, why are we rushing? Let's get to know the people before we let them in our lives, because then they don't want to leave. They feel like that's mine. And in general, a guy is very possessive, but a good guy knows that this is my possession, my woman, and I have every best interest for her. I will mean her no harm, and I will let no harm come her way. And the same thing, vice versa. We got to know how to pick them. See, our grandmamas are not here no more to tell us these things, and the older women don't give a damn anymore to even talk to the younger generation about anything. We don't know how to pick them. Our mamas didn't even know how to pick them. I mean, this is going way, way back. So somebody got to say, you have to prove a friend. You got to know how to pick them. That takes time. Don't open your legs. Open your mouth. Don't open your legs. Because this young lady's story, it hits home because I'm hearing about it so much. And I hope that this guy, he's set for no bond. And I really hope that they deny him bond based on the fact that he is on video committing the act. There's no doubt in anybody's mind after watching that video, and now you have 2 dead bodies and a wounded brother that can attest to it being him. I hope they don't let him out for him to escape or hurt anyone else. Mentally, he's not there. See, they like to play the mental card as well. Well, mentally, you're going to stay right here in this jail. Mentally and physically, if your mental not right, because you are going to go out there into society and take someone's life. So you don't get out. It's not, see, the playing the mental card is not the get out of jail free card. Not in my book. Like I said, I'm going to try to maybe add the clips in, or I'll do a part 2 and try to do it as well. But I want to talk about it. I want you all to share your experiences, share your story, because I know that there are ladies that have been in domestic violence situations and they got away. And that's what we need to hear. We need to hear those stories. And what would you have done before meeting that person? Come on, let's give the game out, because there's a lot of women losing their life, a lot of young women losing their life. So subscribe to my channel and I'll be back.